I'm Jenna.
And I'm Stephanie.
And you are listening to Pastors' Wives Tell All,
a podcast by pastors' wives for church leaders and anyone desiring to take a peek inside our glass house.
We are breaking down walls and crushing pastors' wives stereotypes within the church.
We want pastors' wives and other ministry leaders to know that they are not alone in this. Plus, this is basically therapy for the three of us with a whole lot of dance parties. Hey friends, welcome back to Pastors' Wives Tell All. And welcome back to another episode of We Tell Your Stories.
If you only knew
And guys,
what pastors' wives go through.
Yeah. Okay. So just to let you know, Jen and Stephanie actually have not read these. I just picked them out.
Nothing.
And I was dying laughing at a lot of these. So I need y'all to be prepared for what's fixing to happen.
Oh,
Okay.
I am so prepared.
I'm looking at the camera. Is everyone ready? Okay. Yep. Good. Thanks. I heard all of you go, yes.
Yes.
Okay. So Teresa said,
Hi, Teresa.
Hi, Teresa. I have an awkward, weird story that happened about 23 years ago. I'm already laughing. Hold on. Okay. Set up for my story. Our church is small, not tiny. And that many years ago, we didn't have a ton of policies as far as the nursery goes. We now do background checks on any children's worker, and no one should be in the nursery if they are not on the approved list. And the two nursery workers have to be in the nursery for protection of everyone. So one Sunday, I'm watching the nursery, and I have my daughter and one other baby girl. My daughter was about 1.5 years, and the other baby maybe about 8 months old. I was changing my baby's diaper when someone... I don't even think y'all are prepared for this. Hold on.
The suspense is killing me.
Do I need to read them?
It's okay. I was changing my baby's diaper when someone came into the nursery window, a visitor that I did not know, and asked if she could leave her son in the nursery. He was probably 13 months old. I said, of course. Instead of waiting for me to take him through the nursery window, she walked into the nursery. That didn't bother me too much at first. But the other baby girl in the nursery started crying, and this lady, a stranger, decided to reach down and pick the baby girl up. My senses immediately were alarmed, and then she asked, does her mom breastfeed her? Thinking it was just a question, I responded with, yeah. As I am putting my daughter off of the changing table, I see this lady start to lift her shirt and was inches away from placing her breast in the other little girl's mouth. I grabbed the baby from her and said, you can't do that. She responded with, why not? I told her because she's not your child. She ended up really mad at me and yelled at me when I told her she needed to leave the nursery. After church, she was at a local restaurant talking about me very loudly, and people from my church were there and heard her. They didn't even give any credit to it, but they heard her. She was saying that I had demons in me and the deacons of our church needed to cast them out of me. I told the parents of the baby girl what happened, and they were appreciative of me. And because of the lady's crazy reaction and continued harassment, they got a restraining order against her. The dad of the baby girl was a judge, and he wasn't going to play around with her.
Oh my God.
I later found out other crazy things she's done at other churches, including stealing from other moms at playgroups. We implemented some new policies after this incident.
Oh my God.
The first red flag was she came through the window? Is that what it said? Is it she came through the window?
No, the
nurse,
baby.
the nursery door.
Gave the baby, yes.
I thought when you read it, you said that she came through the window, and I was like, that was red flag number one.
She just climbed through that window.
No, not that kind of window.
I feel like this lady probably would have, though.
Wow.
I knew where it was going as soon as she asked if the baby is
Guys,
breastfed. Oh my God.
Could you imagine?
No.
Now, we know in other cultures, this sometimes can happen, and that's fine. But we're talking about our culture right now.
And a
The answer
stranger.
is
A
no.
stranger. If a woman was to put, I mean, I just can't even imagine.
No. Oh my heavens.
Teresa, you win. Like, I've never heard of such story.
That's insane.
Wow.
That is insane. Okay.
I can't even.
I feel like you handled it well, though.
Yeah.
Good job,
Teresa.
Good job, Teresa. Wherever you're
Wow.
located. Way to go. Woo. Okay, here we go. Kimberly said, early in our ministry, my husband took a position as the worship leader of a new church plant. Ultimately, they didn't grow as quickly as they were hoping, so they couldn't afford the additional staff. And honestly, we didn't feel like it was a great fit. So we amicably, but somewhat awkwardly, parted ways. Around this time, my husband and I began trying to conceive our first kiddo. And I started tracking all of our, trying to conceive activities on our shared Google Calendar. So I would have an accurate conception date. Months after we parted ways, the former church contacted us and asked if we could please try to disconnect our online calendar.
No.
Because apparently they tried everything, but our calendar was still linked to their worship laptop and they couldn't get rid of our events.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That is horrifying.
Wow, Kimberly.
We are sorry.
I just can't.
I'm mortified for you, but
Yes.
what do you do?
I feel like it's something you would do.
No.
You would accidentally have
Put
that on
something
there.
on a calendar? No, that would be Jenna.
No, that
would have been me.
No,
That
she would have
would've
put
been
on the
me.
calendar, but you would have put it on the wrong calendar.
Oh,
Jenna would have said, "Hey, you should do the such and such," and then you'd put it on the wrong one, and then hear about it later.
ugh. I don't know.
What a story to tell, man.
What a story. That's a good one. Oh my
Wow.
gosh. These are so good today. Okay, here we go. Odell said, many years ago, one evening after service, my husband was still in the sanctuary, and I walked out to the exit area. There was one of the young men from her congregation looking very sad. I'm remembering which one this is, and now I'm already giggling. Okay. His wife had left him a short time before. We also knew her as well. I spoke to him, and instantly he started talking about their breakup. I listened with care until he says, I don't know why she left me unless maybe I'm not big enough. As he nodded to the southern part of the body, I wanted to die.
Oh my gosh.
Immediately, I spoke up to stop him from talking and said, oh, this is something you need to talk to the pastor about, not me. And I walked away as fast as I could, trying not to be rude. He was already at rock bottom, and I didn't want my reaction to push him over the edge. Oh, my Lord, I wanted to run. Bless his heart. He truly was not trying to be vulgar. He just wasn't thinking straight. When I told my husband about it, he almost fell over laughing at me after he got over the shock.
Wow. Oh, bless his heart. Okay.
That's so great.
Wow.
Oh boy.
I mean, these are the things. Like, these are the things. This
These
is
are the
why,
things.
as we talked about like last time, we can put all of these stories into some kind of
Toilet
Toilet
book.
book. Absolutely.
Yes.
I mean,
It needs to
The
happen.
book you read when you're sitting on.
except for nobody
pot.
The
would
pot.
get up from the toilet because they'd want to keep
I know,
reading.
right?
I know.
Right?
I
Might
know.
get some peace and quiet
For sure.
for the first
Oh,
time in my life.
Hallelujah.
Or, hey, I might actually know what it feels like to be my husband.
You were not wrong. You were not wrong.
Preach. Every woman just said preach.
Preach.
That's-
I'm like, why are you still in there?
I was like, I know ain't nothing happening. No. Okay, next one. Allison. I thought I had my phone on silent, but apparently I did not. I had stepped out of the sanctuary to check on something. When I came back in, there was some snickering. I found out later that my phone had started ringing. So pastor/husband stepped down from behind the podium, picked up my purse and tossed it into the nearby hallway and went right back to preaching. That was about 6 years ago and people still talk about it. I do not take my phone into the sanctuary anymore.
That is so
Oh my gosh.
I love that he walked down to do that. Yeah.
great.
I
And threw
can't-
it into the nearby hallway.
I can't. He's just please hold while I go take care of this problem.
There's no way as a member that I'd be able to like listen to him with a straight face.
Oh,
I'd
yeah.
giggle at least 5 minutes
Oh,
over
yeah.
that.
That's
But
gosh.
also that's also embarrassing for her walking back into the sanctuary, not knowing at
Oh,
that
yeah.
moment why everybody was
Yes.
snickering
Like,
them.
why
They're
is everybody staring at me?
Why is everyone looking at me? Why are they laughing?
Uh-huh.
What's happening?
like church hurts happen and they don't old accident.
Oh my
oh
gosh.
gosh.
Hey friend, we will get right back to our episode, but we want to take a moment and thank our patrons. You guys keep our podcast going.
If you are not a patron and you would like to consider donating to our podcast ministry, we would be so grateful, and we might even do a happy dance.
When you become a patron, you get perks like being the first to hear about special info and retreats. You get bonus episodes, monthly devotionals, lock screens, and more.
Plus, we have added a new $1 tier for those who believe in us and what we're doing, just because you love us.
So head on over to our show notes and click on the Patreon link to learn more. Now let's get back to our episode.
Okay, next one. My husband had a funeral, and my 3-year-old had to go with us because we had no one to watch him that day. He got really quiet when he walked up before service to greet family and was staring at the casket. Then, in the loudest, squeakiest voice, he looks up in front of everyone and says, "Daddy, that man can't even move because they've done stuck him in a box." My hubby and I, well, we're embarrassed and we've laughed privately for years.
Oh my gosh. Kids, they say the darndest
They
things.
do. You know, I want to
Wow.
know, how were people once he did that? Did they keep it together? Or did laughter happen at
I
the
feel like there
funeral?
had to have been laughter. I mean, you got to laugh at things like that.
I mean, I'd laugh, even if it was my loved one. If it was one of you guys, I'd laugh. And I'd be like, they'd laughing too.
If I was the one in
Yeah.
the box, I'd want y'all to laugh too.
We'd laugh.
But don't put me in a box. Okay.
Okay.
Don't
Continue.
put baby in a corner.
Don't put baby
Don't
in a
do
corner.
it.
Don't put Jenna in a casket.
No.
Okay. So here's one, a little bit different, but here we go. Tamara. I'm a Baptist, sort of, and my husband is a Lutheran. When we met and started dating, my husband was pulled aside by a concerned parishioner who said, "Do you know that she is from a Baptist church?" Shortly after we got married, the same parishioner pulled me aside after church one day, asking to talk to me. He pulled out this book. He explained that this book is all about being a Lutheran and why being a Lutheran is better. I politely thanked him, refused to take the book, and walked away, never to talk to him again.
Oh my heavens.
Oh, that
Wow.
took a turn. I was expecting funny. I'm just hearing, woo,
Awkward.
Yeah.
awkward.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I mean,
I can't even. I don't know what I would do though.
Let's
don't-
just throw this out here on a funny podcast and have a
Yeah.
serious moment that we should just be learning how to be disciples,
Right.
not a denomination.
Yeah.
Mm.
100%.
Oh, I like it. I like
Um,
that. Yep.
You know, like,
Yep.
come on, guys. We're spending way too many
Mm.
moments of our life trying to
Arguing over
Mhm.
things that
don't
the Lord
matter.
will probably look at us one day and go, "You made a big deal about that."
Yes.
It
Right.
wasn't.
Right.
Exactly. Exactly. Okay. So that was our last story from our Facebook community group. But can any of us think of anything that's funny or that's happened recently that just makes you giggle a little bit or embarrassing? Oh, you're
Mhm.
giggling. So let's go, Steph.
Okay. So I don't know if this is what you're looking for, but we, have transitioned a bit in our ministry life, or I have in particular. We have always worked with the teens and they have grown up under us. And now we have been at the church that we're at right now for 8 years.
Yeah.
So we've had, kids that were in the elementary grades coming all the way up through our ministry and are now in our college ministry. And so these are like, it's kind of hard sometimes when they become adults because you still think of them as like your kids,
Yes.
your teens, your whatever. Well, now many of them are getting married.
'Tis the season.
Yes, it is. It is a big, long season of lots of people getting married is what I feel like.
Uh-huh.
So we had a couple get married recently in our college and career ministry. And so, as we are doing marriage counseling ahead of time, we, about a month before the wedding, give them 2 particular books by Sheila Gregoire and her husband. They had collaborated on books called The Good Guy's Guide to Great Sex and The Good Girl's Guide to Great Sex.
Okay.
And so, of course, we give these books to them and they're like, like, what's this? Oh my gosh. I kid you not. After we gave those books to them, that couple came straight up to me and were like, oh my gosh, these books are so good. I cannot wait to get married. Like, they kept going on. And apparently there were so many like moments that they were passing them around to like family members that were already married. And they were going, oh my God. Oh, let me read this. And they're like, anyway, and I was like, oh boy. So now me and my husband, we're known for the ones that hand out the sex books.
What a
to
great
the
thing to be
college
known
and
for.
career.
I know.
I mean,
right?
come on.
It is quite interesting, let me just say.
I'm sure.
So,
I'm sure it is.
There it is. Anybody else have a story?
Oh my gosh, I cannot think of anything like off the top of my head. I'm gonna, Jen and I. Can you think of anything?
I can remember that one time that we all went somewhere for your birthday and it ended up being quite mortifying for you.
Yes.
And it has to do with church staff.
Yeah.
Little PTSD over that one. God, love it. Okay, so yes, there was a movie, and there was a birthday, and there were some friends and some board members. That's where my story starts.
Mm-hmm.
Are y'all ready?
Board members of our
My
church,
husband and our church
staff, you know.
So yeah, so what happened is one of my birthdays. It was closer to when COVID happened. It was about a year after movie theaters were just slowly opening up and allowing you to rent the like a movie theater out for like
a group of people.
a group of people. And so, of course, I did not know what movie I was going to see until I got to the movie theater.
And there was only a limited number
Right.
of movies to choose from.
Exactly.
And the movie that was chosen was the lesser of evils, I guess you could say. That
it just
that was
would
available.
be for a girl's birthday because there were girls in it. It was, girly-ish. So anyways, so with that, got to the theater and they told me what movie it was. And most of my friends had not seen the movie in quite some time, in a long time, if they had seen it at all. And I was like, we're going to watch a movie. And we have invited all of these people. And this was like a long time ago.
It was supposed to be a comedy. It
And
had
I
a lot of
think that
inappropriate
and
things.
I think, and what happened is I think that some of my friends got it mixed up with another movie that's kind of has the same kind of name. So anyways, I just remember when that movie started, I just had this overwhelming heat over my body.
Oh, because it was quite the scene, the opening scene.
The opening
It
scene.
was
The heat, the embarrassment, if there was a hole that I could have sunk into and gone into an alternate universe, that would have been the time in my life I would have wanted to do it.
Yeah.
I remember Stephanie just, checking in, giving me a little pat every once in a while. Yeah, okay. And I'm dying inside. Dying.
Yeah, I was dying for her a little bit.
That's probably one of the moments in my life that I've never been so embarrassed for that long of a period of time.
Yeah, because
Like,
you
there
was no going back.
Kept
We just
going
for
I guess we
2
could've-
hours.
We probably could have gotten up and walked out, but I feel like it at that point it was like we're here, we've bought popcorn, we have drinks, like
We've bought out the theater.
we rented the whole theater, so we're just sticking it out.
So that was probably
And for those who are judging us right now,
you've
go
been there.
away.
So anyways, so it was not my favorite time in my life,
Mm-mm.
but it is a birthday that will live on
It will.
and live on.
And on.
And on.
It shall be a laugh forevermore.
Yeah. So anyways, on that note,
If Jenna doesn't have anything, I
I
don't know that
don't.
you do.
I don't yet. Maybe something will happen. Hope not. But
No, not.
I can't think of anything that's happened that was super embarrassing.
right in this moment.
In this moment.
Yeah.
So
It's okay that you haven't already shared. You've definitely
Right.
shared some funnies, but yeah.
Mm.
Okay. Well, we hope that you've enjoyed just good entertainment.
Yeah.
yeah.
Pastor
laughs.
Wifey's out there and ministry leaders going through some funny stuff you
Tell you
never
what.
Woo.
knew could happen.
So true. Mhm.
But hey, y'all should tell us if we need to make a toilet read.
Seriously.
With all of these stories.
What put in the comments what you think it should be called.
Oh, we
If
need
you
to make
have
a
an
post
idea,
about
if
it.
we were gonna make a toilet book, a toilet read of just these stories, funny stories from people in ministry.
Yes.
then let us know what you think it should be
Oh,
called.
100%. I like that, Jenna. So good. Well, we love you guys. Happy Monday.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay, friends, if you have enjoyed this episode as much as we have, please help us spread the word on Facebook and Instagram.
If you didn't know yet, Instagram is where all the fun is at. From dance reels on Wednesdays to spiritual encouragement and laugh out loud posts in between, there is something for everyone.
And last but certainly not least, if you could take a moment right now to stop what you're doing and give us a rating and review, even subscribe to our podcast, this seriously helps other people find us who wouldn't be able to otherwise. Thank you so much for your love and support. We hope you'll tune in next week.